Good morning everyone, my name is Dodds. Welcome to part 3 of episode 91 of Dodds Diaries. Today is Wednesday the 21st of July. It is now 5 to 6 in the morning and my third day here in London. Won't actually be in London all day. No, I'm going down to the seaside today. As soon as I head out, I'm going to head over to Waterloo station and then I'm on the 0735 train that'll take us down to sunny seaside resort of Bournemouth in Dorset. So I'm going to be going down the southwestern main line that goes all the way to Weymouth. I've not been to Bournemouth since I was 13 years old, which was in 2005. I went there for me holiday with me mum and me grandma and granddad. Now, 16 years later, I've got a chance to go and see for myself. I'm also going to be meeting up with a couple of good friends of mine who have been really looking forward to meeting us, and now finally the day has come. So I'm going to just head out in a bit, just going to head out, a couple of tube trains to get to Waterloo. Get to Bournemouth at 9:30 and then I leave at 9:15 tonight. I actually won't be back here until 25 to midnight, so I'm going to be out of the capital pretty much all day. Now this will be good. I'll be going into third rail territory on the south coast with South Western Railway. I'm hoping staff are alright at Bournemouth station, and let's see how the day goes. Right, out I go. This will be a chance to see what London's morning rush hour is like. Is it still busy or is it not?
Terminates at Stratford.
Okay, I was a little bit early getting to Waterloo, so just while I kill time, here's something of a rarity for me. I get to see the River Thames at this time of the morning, 5 to 7 in the morning, with the sun coming up, and it is getting hot already. There's Big Ben, Westminster over there. There's the London Eye. The views on that were amazing yesterday. So got the embankment over there. That looks like a nice pub, the pub on the Thames. And there's Charing Cross over there. This is absolutely stunning, this. First time for me to see, well, to be honest, see London at this time of the morning before I head off to the south coast. So talk about the route. So leave at 7:35. Now the way we go is we go like via Clapham Junction, Wimbledon, Surbiton, through the suburbs of London, then down towards Woking, through Farnborough, and then we stop at like Basingstoke, Winchester, Eastleigh, and then in through go through Southampton. Then we go into Dorset through the New Forest, through Brockenhurst, and then into Bournemouth. And my train continues on to Poole. I have done the whole southwestern main line before. Did Basingstoke to here back in 2010, and obviously I did Basingstoke down to Bournemouth and Weymouth back in 2005. This is just absolute stunning, this. But as I said, I'm heading out the capital all day today. Just so relaxing and refreshing. It's just absolute amazing, this. Right, let's go back to Waterloo. My train to Bournemouth, or 7:35 goes to Poole. Travel in the front 5 coaches. So on a refurbished class 444, there's a 159 coming in. So the first station stop for us will be Woking. This is actually the fast service to the southwest, well, along the southwest main line.
Good morning, welcome on board this 7:35 South Western Railway departure down to Poole, calling at Woking, Basingstoke, Winchester, Eastleigh, Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central, Brockenhurst, Bournemouth, Branksome, Parkstone and Poole. If you're travelling to Branksome or Parkstone, you'll need to be in coach numbers 1 to 5, that's due to a short platform. Safety information is on display, please keep all your personal items with you. If you see anything suspicious or require any assistance, I'm currently towards coach number 10. You're making my way through the train throughout the journey. First class accommodation can be found in coaches 1 and 10. Please ensure you have a valid first class ticket for these areas. Next station stop is Woking.
And so it's goodbye to London for, well, until 25 to midnight tonight. down towards Vauxhall. Past Queenstown Road, and now we're coming towards, in terms of traffic, the busiest station in Britain. That is, of course, Clapham Junction. Literally trains in and out every second. That's where you've got trains out of both Waterloo and Victoria that pass through. The home of tennis, Wimbledon. Right, we passed Walton on Thames just now. We're making good progress as we head towards Surrey. Weybridge. Past West Byfleet, and now we're coming up to Woking. So we change here for Portsmouth. This route is actually on the train simulator, the Portsmouth Direct line.
Woking. If you are leaving the train service here at Woking, please just take a moment to make sure you've got all of your personal belongings with you and mind the gap. Woking, the next stop. Very good morning. If you just joined this service, South Western Railway service to Poole, calling at Basingstoke, Winchester, Eastleigh, Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central, Brockenhurst, Bournemouth, Branksome, Parkstone and Poole. If you are travelling to Branksome or Parkstone, you'll need to be in coaches 1 to 5 due to the short platform. Once again, if you just joined the train service, I do apologise about the status of the air conditioning this morning. It's something we've tried to rectify, but it has been unsuccessful so far, so we are waiting to be contacted by a member of our fleet team. So I do apologise for the inconvenience. I'm currently towards the middle of the train. I will be making my way throughout the journey. Next station stop is Basingstoke.
Okay, we passed Farnborough earlier on. And we're doing very, very well. This train is very quiet. Apparently the trains to the seaside normally get busier around 10 o'clock-ish, but I'll be there well before that. It's now 10 past 8. Station stop for us will be Basingstoke, which is where we get joined by cross-country trains from Birmingham and Manchester. Scenery here is lovely, and that it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. Okay, coming to Basingstoke, which I believe we're in Hampshire now. This is where the lines from Salisbury and Reading join on.
Good morning to any passengers just joined the service, South Western Railway service down to Poole, calling at Winchester, Eastleigh, Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central, Brockenhurst, Bournemouth, Branksome, Parkstone and Poole. If you are travelling to Branksome or Parkstone, you will need to be in coaches 1 to 5 due to the short platforms. Once again, for any passengers just joined, I do apologise about the status of the air conditioning this morning. We have tried to rectify this but been unsuccessful, and it has been reported to our fleet maintenance team. Hopefully they might get back to us with some fix, but currently it is in poor condition, so I do apologise for the inconvenience. Once again, the next station stop in around 15 minutes time is Winchester. Good morning, welcome on board this South Western Railway service calling at Eastleigh, Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central, Brockenhurst, Bournemouth, Branksome, Parkstone and Poole. If you are travelling to Branksome or Parkstone, you need to be in coaches 1 to 5 due to the short platform. Once again, for any passengers just joined the service, do apologise about the status of the air conditioning. We have tried to rectify this fault but been unsuccessful, and it has been reported to our fleet maintenance team, so I do apologise if you're slightly more uncomfortable. Next station stop on this service will be Eastleigh.
Right, I think we're just outside of Eastleigh, and from here on, this is where you do get lots and lots of freight traffic, so very good if you want to be spotting freight, places like here in Southampton and all that.
Okay, we're just being held at a signal on our approach to Eastleigh Station while we wait for our platform to become available. Once again, in a few minutes time we'll be arriving into Eastleigh, so if you are leaving the train service here, please use this time, make sure you've got all of your personal belongings gathered with you, and mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Eastleigh will be our next station stop.
Seen a lot of rail enthusiasts already, seen some at Winchester, so I'd imagine places like here and Southampton are quite popular. I won't be doing any of these today, but hopefully another year, if I have a holiday on the south coast for example, I could come to places like here.
Okay, this service will now call at Southampton Central, Brockenhurst, Bournemouth, Branksome, Parkstone and Poole. If you are travelling to Branksome or Parkstone, please make sure you're in coach numbers 1 through to 5 due to the short platform. Next station stop is Southampton Central.
Right, now we're at Southampton Central, which is a port city, south England, well known for its maritime history. This is where the Titanic, Britannic and many of the cruise liners set sail from here, like the Queen Elizabeth, like the QE2, those run by Cunard and all that. It's another place you get a lot of freight, transporting wise. After this, we then head into Dorset.
Good morning, it's your guard. Welcome aboard the 9 o'clock service rather, from Southampton Central to Poole. Our scheduled time to arrive in Poole today is 9:44. We'll be stopping at Brockenhurst, Bournemouth, Branksome, Parkstone and finally Poole. First class seating is available on coach 1 in 10. Please keep all your personal items with you at all times. The safety information is displayed throughout the train. If you do see anything suspicious, please contact myself or another member of railway staff, or you can text the British Transport Police on 61016. If you're giving any assistance, I'm currently located towards the centre of this 10-coach train and we'll be walking through the train throughout your journey. You can find me on the platform at all our stops. And I have to apologise that apparently the air conditioning on the train isn't functioning correctly. We have to try to rectify that via some technical support team, but unfortunately we're not being able to do that currently. Our next stop is Brockenhurst, thank you.
Right, we're now at Brockenhurst. This is where you change for the single line down to Leamington Town, Leamington Pier. And from there you get the ferry to the Isle of Wight. That's something I could go and look at another year. Heading through the New Forest area, and the next stop for us will be Bournemouth.
If you just joined us there at Brockenhurst, it's the 9:14 SWR service from Brockenhurst to Poole. Our book time to arrive in Poole today is 9:44. We'll be stopping at Bournemouth, Branksome, Parkstone and Poole. We have a couple of short platforms directly after Bournemouth. If you are leaving at Branksome or Parkstone or Branksome, please make sure you use the front 5 carriage. Guard, our next stop is Bournemouth, thank you.
Righty-o, it's 9:36. Here I am for the first time, well, first time in 16 years. I am in sunny Bournemouth, in Dorset, on the south coast of England. And no problems, and the staff are lovely here. Straight away, I've just let them know and they're alright with that. It's the South Western Railway territory. The trains go that way to Poole and Weymouth, and that way heads back towards Rottenhurst and Southampton. It's between Waterloo and Weymouth the train stop here, but also the southern terminus of cross-country trains from Manchester Piccadilly. Now during the COVID timetables, these are every 2 hours. Usually it is every hour. I came here 16 years ago and I was only 13 years old for my holiday. At that time, them trains would be running also to Newcastle from here as well until the timetable changed around 2008. I'm going to do an hour and a bit here, and then I'm going to be meeting up with a few mates, and then it's such a beautiful day, I'm going to get on that beach. I am here until 9:15 tonight, but have been advised to keep an eye on how busy it is. I'm on the last train to London tonight. Feels a bit strange going home tonight to London instead of back to the northeast. I'm going to enjoy it here. Now this resort is going to get really, really busy. Probably going to be chock-a-block later. It's one of the top 5 most popular resorts in the country, alongside Blackpool, Brighton, Whitby and Scarborough. That was according to a poll several years ago. I've waited such a long time to come down here. Obviously, I come here from Chelsea Street, a day is completely impossible. So by going to London, that was the only way I could really get down to here. It was a lovely ride what I had through the New Forest. I can feel the heat already. This is going to be a slaughter of a day. So Bournemouth Station, looking at it, it's a very similar looking to the likes of Carlisle and Stoke-on-Trent. It has 4 platforms. There's a dead end one over there, but also interesting about this one, platform 3. This is actually one of the longest platforms in the country. Both platforms, the other one's down there, can accommodate full-length trains. Other examples of platforms like this, Gloucester is one of them, Colchester, Edinburgh Waverley as well, where both can accommodate full-length trains. So when I came down here 16 years ago, it was on a Voyager from Newcastle. The journey time was at least between 6 and 7 hours. So as well as Poole and Weymouth, going that way, you can also go to Wareham, which is where you get off of the Swanage Railway, and also Dorchester as well. And another fun fact with the Voyagers, in the old days, up till about 2003, in the days of Virgin Cross Country, as well as terminating here, they would also go to Poole and to Weymouth. That was in the Operation Princess timetable. Cross-country trains, they were also extending to Weymouth during the 2012 Olympics. At the time, 2003, Virgin were also operating to Portsmouth and the original trains to Blackpool and Swansea as part of the Operation Princess timetable. So that's the... Oh. This is 444027 going to Weymouth. Now the train that just went to Waterloo, that's the fast service. That stops at Brottenhurst, Southampton, Winchester and then Woking and then all the way to Waterloo. When I was here 16 years ago, it was class 442s that were operating the South West Main Line from Waterloo to Weymouth. Them trains then got sent to Gatwick Express, if I'm right. Had a ride on one of these this morning. These trains are really comfy indeed. Now one thing I forgot about this station is that this is where trains normally detach from each other. Now when I say full length trains, that means both platforms here, 3 and 4, can accommodate an HST. So you could have 2 HSTs on the same line. Right, 10 to 11. I'm going to finish it in the station. I'm going to go and get my sun cream on, which I definitely need for today, I should say. And then I'm going to go and relax down on the beach, which is what I came here for. A good session here at Bournemouth. Obviously, trains might not be, I don't think they're as frequent as what they used to be before the pandemic started. Right, head to the beach, and I have met up for the first time James Richardson and here's Alexandra.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Dodds.
Hello. And if you don't know who they are, you may recall the news story about a couple. They proposed at a Dawlish station. Well, this is them. And
Got through there, that.
that was a good story. That they've waited such a long time to see me, and now here we are coming. Now to go through the streets of Bournemouth down to the front.
Yeah.
16 years since I was here. Okay, so we're going to go down the East Cliff, and as you can see, it is getting really, really busy already. This is one of the popular resorts in the UK, one of the top 5, alongside Blackpool, Brighton, Whitby and Scarborough. That was according to a poll, I think, in 2011. So this way is heading down towards Bostrom.
We've got Southbourne coming up. And then
Alright.
right round there at it,
Yeah.
it's Christchurch. And then you've got Hengistbury Head. And on a good day, over there is the Isle of Ice.
Oh yes,
It's a bit misty.
yeah.
Around the other side is Swanage.
Aye. Right, we're back to the start now, so this time we're going to turn right, head towards the main bit with the pier. It's a bit strange for me. Normally I'm on the other side with a steering wheel in front of us, but this time I'm the passenger.
You've got a chauffeur to that. There we are. Now that's Sandbanks in the distance, Alex.
Oh,
Right
yes.
down there.
See, yeah.
That's the 4th most expensive place in the world per
Is it?
square foot to live.
And that beach looks absolutely stunning indeed.
It's nothing like Swanage in a different distance.
That's the pier there, we'll get even closer. Oh, that's the Bournemouth. Is that called the Eye, is it? Or
Yeah.
I brought some towels, brought a towel with us.
I've decided not to get the umbrella move thing because it's lugging it about, carrying
Oh,
it about.
yeah. I don't normally carry an umbrella anyway. Like in Spain,
You know, one of those parasol things.
in Spain, I would just pay for a sombrero.
Yeah. That's brilliant. There's obviously the gardens.
Somewhere around here was my hotel. I stopped. In fact, I think it was that street actually where I stopped 16 years ago. And finally, come down to sunny Bournemouth, and here is Bournemouth Beach. We are on the English Channel. I have missed this place so much. It's a shame, obviously, I won't get abroad this year, but at least here's the best I can do for this year. There's the pier and all that, just up in the distance. We're heading along that way. And, oh, this is just amazing. That sea is just crystal blue. You can see the Isle of Wight in the distance. I'm going to enjoy it so much, I think I'm going to be here for pretty much most of the day. I am sitting on Bournemouth Beach and this is just absolute amazing. I've missed doing something like this, which I've not done since 2019 when I went to Spain. Couldn't get to Spain this year, but never mind that. Look what I've got. British seaside resorts, and this is just absolute amazing. I'm going to be on the beach for a couple of hours. Me, James and Alexandra, we're having a lovely day today. There they are. Having a magnificent day.
Up the villa. I bet you did eat that.
But anyway, that is an absolute beautiful, that English Channel. 7 miles of scenery. And we're going to have a walk along this way. Right, this is the heading east along Bournemouth Beach. This is an absolute amazing beach. 7 miles of sandy beach along the Dorset coast. I'm on the pier. Just over that way, you're heading towards Bostrom. And on a clear day like this, you can also see in the distance, that is the Isle of Wight. That's somewhere I should definitely consider for a holiday. Just look at this blue sea, the English Channel. The last time I saw a lovely sea cut like this was in Spain. This is just absolute wonderful. It's a shame I'm only here for today, but I would love to have a holiday here on the south coast of England. It's just absolute amazing, all this. So here is the west end of Bournemouth Beach. Now further down this beach, this will take you to Sandbanks, which is just down there. Also Pool is somewhere around there as well. And then further along, the Dorset coast. That'll take you towards Weymouth, which on the train is exactly an hour's ride from here. Sadly, I won't be doing Weymouth today because I'm enjoying it so much here, I don't really want to go away. Just look at that glistening sea. The sun's shining on it. It's just absolutely beautiful indeed. It's absolutely beautiful here today. I'm really glad I came down. now in Bournemouth Gardens, which is here. Then there's another bit I came 16 years ago. Then when I was here 16 years ago, there used to be a hot air balloon. They also used to have a band that would play 6 days a week, I think. Hey, this is just lovely, all this. I must come back here for a holiday, like I did all that time ago. Right, I've just had me grub and now James has taken me back in a magical mystery tour back along towards the pier.
Hell yeah!
It is a Peugeot 207.
1.6 diesel.
1.6 diesel.
0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And 10. I'm joking.
And Alex Andra is in the back here. Hello. I've had a lot of fun today. I'm gonna miss these two when I go back to London tonight. I'm gonna miss Bournemouth as well. Miss the beautiful resort.
Well, listen, you've always got a friend. You've always got a place there.
This is it, St Michael's Road. This is where the hotel was along there. Is where I stopped 16 years ago. It was St Michael's. It was that one.
Really?
Yes, it was that. It was that. It was called the Bewdley Hotel. 2005. I think I do. I still have photos actually.
Right, secret place.
Okie doke. James is going to take me to a secret place. He's going to drop me off.
Right, Alex.
Yeah.
You see this here?
So that's where I'm going to go, just here.
Right,
Yeah. Right, James has just dropped me off, so I'm going to take, for the next hour, I'm going to take one more look at the top of the cliffs of this beautiful resort. It has been beautiful. I surely missed this place, and I would love to be back here for a holiday. I don't want to go back to London tonight, but I have to. Which brings me train back to Waterloo is at 21:13, and I get back to Waterloo about 23:33. It's the last train from here to London tonight, because the next one after that just goes to Basingstoke. And then once I get back to Waterloo, straight on the tube, 2 tubes, Jubilee to Bond Street, and then Central Line, Bond Street back to Queensway, and then back to my hotel room into the sweat box, what I'm calling it at the moment. I really do hope to be back here another year in the summertime. And I've met absolutely lovely people, James Richardson and Alexandra Reynolds. Absolutely brilliant people to meet.
bit more time to cover up.
Okay. You know what? This is
Now on the western cliffs of Bournemouth, and another spectacular view what you get up here. See right along half of the 7 miles of sandy beach of Dorset. Right the way across there, that is sandbanks. And then head across. You head towards Swanage, which is further down that way. Round from Sandbanks is Poole, and much further along there is Weymouth, which unfortunately I didn't have time to go to today. A view like this reminds me of Scarborough, actually, a very similar like layout of the beach, stretching right across. Now this beach is one of the best ones I've been on in the UK. And I think it's going to be likely busy right the way up to late night. So we look across the east end. It's another view of Bostrom Pier there. There did actually used to be a building on the end of that pier. I think it was here, and that obviously got demolished. You can see further along. Southampton is beyond that, and of course you can see that is the Isle of Wight just over there. We'll go and meet up with James and Alexandra at about 8:15, and they'll take us back to the station. I'm just going to relax here and take in more of the lovely sights of this magnificent resort on the south of England. Right, well, it's goodbye to the seafront.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now we're heading ahead.
It's goodbye from him and it's goodbye from me.
We're heading ahead back towards the station. We're going to go through the town. That's the arcade there.
That's where the high street shops.
Oh yes, the old Beale store there, and there's a Weatherspoon. Right, so high street shops and all that. Where do they go? It's a massive town by the looks of it. So it is a canny walk from the seafront to the station, isn't it?
Yeah.
About 27 minutes. Right, just coming up the station now. I am actually 1 hour early. Still, get here early. That's what I say. And here we are. That's going back to London Waterloo, and my train is in less than an hour's time. Train back to London, 21:12 service.
The train will come down Folkestone, Christchurch, Constance Admiral, New Milton, Swade, Brockenhurst, Ashurst, New Forest, Tottenham, Southampton Central, Southampton Airport Parkway, Eastleigh, Shawford, Winchester, Basingstoke, Woking, Clapham Junction and London Waterloo. Whilst travelling on board our services, you must wear face coverings whilst travelling on public transport. Safety information displayed in all coaches. If you see anything suspicious or anyone acting suspiciously, please tell myself or a member of staff. I'm currently located towards the rear of this 5-coach train and will be walking through the train for the journey. In my assistance, please ask. The next stop on the service will be Folkestone.
Really, really busy this train. A lot of them got on at 4 now.
This is my daily motivation.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Attention please, welcome on board this South Western Railway service to London Waterloo. This train we're calling at Southampton Airport Parkway, Eastleigh, Shawford, Winchester, Basingstoke, Woking, Clapham Junction and London Waterloo. If you are leaving the train at Shawford, please make sure you are travelling in the front 4 coaches only. Once again, if you're leaving the train at Shawford, you must be travelling in the front 4 coaches only. This is due to a short platform at Shawford.
Unless you're exempt, please wear a face covering on our trains and at our stations. Please remember to socially distance where possible. We want everyone travelling with us to feel safe. Unless you're exempt, please wear a face covering on our trains and at our stations. Please remember to socially distance where possible.
Will be Woking, then Clapham Junction, then Waterloo, just left Basingstoke. Right, it's just coming up to 11 o'clock. Just about to depart Woking in Surrey. And after this, we head back into London, stopping at Clapham Junction. So we'll head through Surbiton and Wimbledon.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to a member of
Please, next stop on the service will be Clapham Junction, followed by London Waterloo. Once again, the next stop on the service will be Clapham Junction, followed by London Waterloo.
the job does take up like quite a lot of time for me in a way.
Passing through Wimbledon.
Yeah, no, I just didn't want you like, because I've seen when you said all like, I was disappointed and I'm like, no, like that, you know, I'm trying to be at work.
And into Clapham Junction we come. There's still a fair number of trains here. That's a Southern over there. Busiest station in Britain. Traffic. And it is now 23:18. So we're doing very well.
No, just like obviously, I know you feel uncomfortable about being there. I'm just saying, seeing that they're not here, like why are you not utilising it? Yeah, you at the start of our relationship, we were trying to listen to them get into a hotel. How is that different? That is even worse. I've been so sorry. I've been like, I was so stressed out because it didn't work out. Like why it wasn't working? Yeah, but it's still not working. Like literally all the trains from Bournemouth. Maybe it's because of like hot weather. Like literally all that stuff. Yeah, but it's blocked off. And even if you go on the actual main page thing. But it was leaving just as I was leaving. Is there a freezer there? Put your sheets in the freezer.
And going towards Vauxhall.
Just literally put them in the freezer. And do they have ice packs and stuff? Do they have anything metal? Yeah. Put that in the freezer. Because you were scared of the bugs. You were scared of the bugs. Oh, you did find this bag. No, I mean spray for the room though. I had an encounter with like a very, oh yeah, I forgot, Karina has a girlfriend? Yeah. She said it's good, they like work together, so, but like it sounds really toxic because she's got like all these mental health issues and like she
Starting to take bits of London
like,
I recognise.
or something, but like she buys her like
The
all
city
these
area
gifts,
up
like,
there.
really expensive gifts like, to keep her
So we
around
now
and stuff,
approach
like, for her
Waterloo.
relationship. Obviously, Karina loves that, which I just think like obviously yeah you would love that, but I just think that's like a bit unhealthy.
This train is now approaching its final stop. This is London Waterloo. Change here for London Underground services. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
We want everyone travelling with us to feel safe. Unless you're exempt, please wear a face covering on our trains and at our stations. Please remember to socially distance where possible.
Karina then decided to get in a relationship with her. Because, babe, like, this girl, yeah, relies on people being around her for her to feel better. Do you get what I mean? She's not actually wanting, like, she doesn't even know what a relationship is. She's having to buy stuff for free and just so that Karina can stay. Do you get what I mean?
Apparently we're going on platform number 8.
Yeah, she lives at the Priory, babe. She's on, like, bare medication. Yeah.
I'm pretty much home now.
She didn't even say, like, she's got a really, like, self-absorbent.
So that's the shard. Since I don't, I'm going to go straight to the tube, onto the Jubilee.
Just appears we're now around the London Waterloo where this train terminates. All change here, please, all change here, this train terminates here. All change.
Right, back in my hotel in London. Time is now, it's now midnight. It's now Thursday morning. And today is part of my holiday, and today has been an absolutely wonderful day. Been out of London all day, went down at the south coast, went down to Bournemouth, which is, I had not been there until now for 16 years. I've been there since I was only I was only 13 years old when I went with my family, and finally I went to see it in 2021 for myself. Met up with a great couple, James Richardson and Alexandra Reynolds. Thank you so much for them looking after me today. They were absolutely a joy. So lovely to us. Bournemouth Beach is just magnificent. It's probably the closest I get to being abroad this year. There's like 7 miles of golden sands right along the south of Dorset, all the way along to Sandbanks. I hope to have a holiday there one year. So first we started this morning getting a couple of tube trains. London's rush hour, I suppose it varies in places. It was busy, but not like rammed where you're standing up against shoulder to shoulder. Got the 7:30 something from Waterloo down to here. It's a nice 2-hour ride through like Surrey and Hampshire, like Woking, Basingstoke, Winchester. Southampton looked impressive. Got to saw like there was a lot of freight around there. It pretty well. Places like that in Eastleigh are quite popular for enthusiasts. You get a lot of freight around them areas. And then after Southampton, went like through the New Forest. The New Forest is a nice place and is quite nice. I'd like to have a look at that. And then got to Bournemouth. Started filming straight away. No problems at all. They're running a reduced timetable because of the pandemic. Same with cross country. Normally every 2 hours, normally every hour them trains. Instead they've been every 2 hours. So I did a session there. Then we went to the seafront. We were planning to go to one or two other places around on the south coast, but I was loving Bournemouth so much I wanted to stay there. So I went on the beach, went in the sea. The sea water was just like crystal blue and the sun glistening on the English Channel. Was quite hot indeed. So yeah, that's what I did. I just spent the whole day at the beach. Obviously when I finished at Bournemouth, came back to here. Now that, as you would expect, trains coming from a popular seaside resort can be quite noisy. This one was. It did empty out mainly after Southampton and Basingstoke. And then got back here, and then a couple of 2 trains back. Now, tomorrow, part 4, I'm planning to do another seaside resort. And this time I'm planning to go to Brighton. So going to the Sussex coast. Again, I went there in 2010. This time I have another shot at it. And also, hopefully we'll get Victoria Station ticked off out of all my terminals that I'm still yet to do. So far I've got Victoria, Marylebone, Euston, St Pancras, King's Cross, Liverpool Street and Fenchurch Street still to video. I'm not doing Blackfriars, not really interested in that station, but them other terminals, that is what I'll still have to do between now and in the next few days. Well, thank you very much for watching. Oh, and one more time I'll say a big thank you to James and Alexandra for looking after us. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy the day even better. So thank you so much, and I really hope to see you again in the future. Thank you for watching this part, and I'll see you in part 4. Good night.